So a couple days ago, I read a story in one of the local papers that said that the local beach here, Canatara Beach in Sarnia, was open to the public again. After all this lockdown time for COVID, our beach was going to be accessible to us again, which was great news to me because, of course, I wouldn't and I never did use it illegally in all of this lockdown time. Illegally. I, of course, wouldn't have done that. Never, right? I never did that. But, anyways, I was excited to have this beach back, public access, do all my normal beach stuff, don't have to look over my shoulder. Hypothetically, if I had to use it, I'd be looking over my shoulder to make sure I don't get a ticket. So I went there today with my immediate family, and we're all having a good time. We're doing beach stuff. There's towels down, right? We're building sand castles. We're kicking water around. We're throwing rocks into the lake. All that good stuff. No one else is near us. There are other people on the beach, but the next closest group of people is two people. It's a mother and a daughter, and they're maybe 40 yards away. In the other direction, there's another group of two, mother and daughter, probably 40 yards away. So, I think that's pretty safe. We're just touching rocks and sand on the beach. I mean, where's the risk of transmission there? Along comes a bylaw officer and walks right up to us and tells us, "Did you guys know that the beach is technically closed?" And I said, "What? What?" I read the story saying it was open. He said, "Oh, yeah. Well, it's open to walk across the beach. You can walk. You can walk on the beach from one side of the beach to the other, but you can't use it for normal beach stuff. You can't sit on a chair. You can't sit on your towel. You can't do that stuff." What? So, anyways, to summarize, this entire time I was at the beach today, legally, of course, um, the only time anyone came within 15 feet of me was when a bylaw officer came up with a mask on and told us to get off the beach. That's the only time. Tell me where the risk of transmission is in any of that. And tell me another thing. How come so many people are just absolutely comfortable to give up their freedoms, to give up their access to public places like this? This is a public beach on a lake. Like what? Sure, that it belongs to Canada. That's great. I'm a Canadian. Why can't I use this lake? Why can't I use this public territory? So many people were so quick to say, you know what? Oh, for safety, yeah, we shouldn't allow anyone on the beach. We shouldn't allow any beach access at all. Just to be safe, to do it for the greater good, the public good, all of that stuff. So many people were so quick to give up these freedoms, like at the drop of a hat. And now, even now, they're going to argue with me when they hear this assertion that we shouldn't have this ban in place. If I want to use the beach and I'm willing to assume the risk of using the beach, and I can use the beach responsibly, let me do that. That's my right. If you are afraid or you don't want to use the beach or you want to negate all risk, then stay home. Stay away. That's your right, okay? We each have our rights there. The fact, you know what, it's going to go back to normal. Beach access is going to go back to normal. I know it is at some point. At some point, I'm going to be able to put down a towel and stay all day if I want to. That's fine. What really bothers me is that people just allowed this to happen and aren't second guessing it at all. They aren't thinking for themselves. They're not thinking about how can I be safe out in public? How can I make the best decisions for me and my family? Is it right that the government just decided arbitrarily that you could walk across sand, but you can't sit on sand because sitting on sand is somehow dangerous? Are you okay with that kind of arbitrary, ridiculous law? The fact that I could have been given a ticket today for that kind of offense. Oh my gosh, like the way that's so ridiculous. So I don't have a direct solution to get these beaches open or to get our rights back any faster, but what I will say is that more of us need to talk openly about this, about how arbitrary and ridiculous this is, how quick people were to give up their freedoms, and how arbitrary a lot of these rules are, because it's kind of scary. And what's to stop people from doing this again in the future? The next time there's some kind of scary virus or there's a terrorist attack or whatever there is, just bam, your rights are gone, your freedoms are gone. I don't like that. We should be talking pretty openly about freedom as though it's an important value that we need to protect.